All right, now let's go to the book of Exodus. We'll do the first 5 chapters on this video. Exodus, that's to start with the letter E. 1 is T. So again, we have E-T, Exodus chapter 1. He's throwing a baby in the river. Remember the story. It's the book of Exodus, and so Pharaoh has made a command to have all the baby boys of the Israelites, all the Hebrew children, same thing, thrown into the river. He wanted to get rid of all the baby boys. Exodus chapter 2, envelope, to the letter N, envelope. He's in a basket floating down the river. Remember what happened? Moses' mother put Moses in a basket and floated him down the river. And Pharaoh's daughter is the one who saw the baby and ends up taking the baby and saving the baby and having Moses' mother actually come and raise that child. So cool story, right? So we see Moses in the basket in the river. Exodus chapter 2. Exodus chapter 3, E and M, Emmy. We have an Emmy trophy. Here's a burning bush. Chapter 3 of Exodus is the story of Moses seeing this burning bush. It was on fire, but not being burned up. He goes over to it, and when he gets over to it, he hears a voice speak from it. God speaks to him from the burning bush. Moses, take off your shoes. You're standing on holy ground. What's special about this bush is that God was in this bush, friends. Hey, so the burning bush, and God, Moses hearing the voice of God and began to call him to go do a mission. Exodus chapter 4, ear. And so in this chapter, we see a throne, which represents God. He is angry. He's fiery angry because Moses keeps using an excuse of how he is slow in speech, and he didn't think he could do what God called him to do. And finally, God gets a little bit upset about that. So ear reminds us that Exodus chapter 4, Moses' excuses for God not to go deliver the people, and God's anger burning toward Moses. That's chapter 4. Chapter 5, eel. Letter L is for 5. So we have a picture of an eel. You'll see some bricks in this picture. Bricks with straw and some bricks without straw. Here's the pile of straw. Remember Moses talked to them, Pharaoh, about letting the people go. Let my people go. Pharaoh said no. And so Pharaoh issues an order that, hey, you must have a lot of time on your hands. So now you have to meet your quota. You have to do a certain amount of bricks, but I'm going to take the straw away, and you'll have to get the straw on your own and still make the same number of bricks that they were. And the people didn't like that. They even got mad at Moses because of it. So eel reminds you of the story of the bricks and the straw and how they had to do that and how they got upset with Moses even about that. This is Exodus chapters 1 through 5. In the next video, we'll do chapters 6 through 10.